Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy E, again, one part of the Technical Misfits, and I'm back hitting you guys with another episode of the podcast. And I know it's a rough time that we're living through right now. Most people are stuck in the house due to this stupid COVID-19 pandemic, and I just want to tell everyone out there stay safe, stay healthy, be mindful of your loved ones, especially the ones that have compromised immune systems or the older ones. And most importantly, please, people, please wash your damn hands. That's all we got to do is wash your damn hands. Now, the reason why I'm coming to you guys on this podcast is because everyone is stuck in the house. And I know it's kind of hard. I mean, I've been not necessarily stuck in the house for 2 weeks because I still have to go to work. Lucky me. But a lot of people have been stuck in the house for over 2 weeks, and you're getting a little stir crazy. So this is the podcast that we're going to talk about, quarantine tech, and that's going to be the title of this podcast. So sit back. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I have some things that's going to kind of help you get through shit whenever we go back. From being able to be out the house. So we're going to jump right into it. Now that we got all that out the way, everyone's kind of relaxing, not being so crazy from being at home. I'm going to give you guys some ideas to help you and your family make it through this quarantine. And I know these kids worrying you, they punishing the refrigerator out there. It's hard. So these are some things that'll help you guys get through that. So with the quarantine, man, like even with me, it's just kind of hard. I mean, you trying to figure out, you're stuck in the house. What the hell am I going to do for these next 2 weeks, we thought, and then now for a month and maybe even be longer than that. And all of a sudden, you kind of forced to reevaluate and look at some things. You realize, yeah, I really don't have anything to do. It sound cool being at home. It sound cool work from home. But realistically, it kind of sucks. And I was facing the same thing. I didn't know what I was going to do. Of course, I have to go to work, but it's just kind of hard to come up with things, especially if you have kids, especially even keep yourself from going stir crazy. So I kind of thought about it and I wanted to come up with some things to help you guys kind of pass the time, or not even just pass the time, just do something productive maybe, or do something that at least keep your mind sane from you not having cabin fever or going stir crazy. So here are a few things here. It's about 5 or 6, so it won't be that long. Just kind of bear with me and we're going to run through these. And hopefully you'll find something that, will help you out making it through. So the first thing, of course, and this, I think a lot of people have been doing this already, is content consumption. Now, what I mean by content consumption, that means your Netflix, your Hulu, your Instagram, everything that you can sit there and scroll through on the screen, on the TV, in person, whatever it is, you just finding content to watch, finding things to do, finding something or some kind of way to interact. And I know this seems pretty obvious, but this just to give you some ideas of some stuff that you can do. So number one is podcast. Now I know obviously that would be the thing because you already listened to this podcast. And some people think, well, I already listen to podcasts. I already do this. I already do that. And podcasts are so much easier and so much more than a lot of people really think of. For me, I love podcasts, obviously because I created one and I started doing one. But podcasts are more informal. I kind of like the fact of being able to put in your headphones and you kind of personal and you can be intimate one on one with the host of the podcast or the host of the podcast. And I like that. I like that way more. Well, I'm not going to say way more. Let me go back. I like that versus a video from being a content creator because content creating with video, you have to think about it a whole lot. There's a lot of things that go into creating a video, like how you're going to shoot it, where you're going to shoot it, how you're going to set this up. With podcasts, I just grab a microphone and I just go to talking. So it makes it a lot easier and makes it a little more informal, a little more personality. You don't really have to censor yourself as much. Well, at least I don't have to censor myself as much when it comes down to the podcast. And then another thing is you get faster delivery times. And I know, like with the things that's been going on, I haven't been able to sit down and really, record for you guys, even videos or, audio for the podcast. But it still is a much faster delivery system than doing videos because it's a lot easier to edit podcasts. It's a lot just not so much involved. I mean, like I said, it's turning on the microphone, it's just really talking. So podcasts are great. I mean, I have a lot of podcasts that I've been listening to. There are a few that I can name right off the bat. Waveform is one of the ones that I listen to. If you guys in tech and you even remotely listening to anything tech related, Marquez Brownlee, that is his podcast. I listen to a few Tesla podcasts, and I can't remember the name of those right now. I'm gonna link them down in the show notes. But I mean, if you want to know anything about electric cars, want to know anything about Tesla, anything like that, that is one that you can listen to. Another one I listen to is Lou Unbox Therapy. His is pretty cool. I like his personality, and my favorite character on there is Willie Doo. So if you guys watch his podcast, you already know who Willie Doo is. But it's me, I just like their dynamic. And like I said, it just seems it's way less formal. You can tell these guys are on there. They're just having fun. It's like they're having a conversation. So I like those. There's a few more. One that I can't think of now, but it's pretty damn cool. Like it's this lady telling horror stories or something on the podcast. This is kind of hard to explain. I mean, I'm just going to put the link in the show notes because I can't remember the name of it right now. I just know when I open my phone and go to it, it's there. And this lady is awesome. I mean, she does like voices and all the whole nine. Like it's pretty like entertaining. It feels like you're almost watching a video because you can imagine and you can see everything that she's saying and doing in these podcasts. It's pretty damn dope. I mean, for me, I don't really get into anything like that, but first time I heard it, I was like, whoa, what's this? And I went and checked it out. I listened to a few episodes, and I can't lie, man, it got me involved. I was anxious to hear the next episode, and that's hard to do for me, especially when it has anything to do with tech. And this absolutely has nothing to do with tech. I think it was something about a truck driver that turned into a zombie and was chasing his woman around. It was weird, but it was really, really good, really entertaining. And like I said, that's what I like about podcasts because you don't have to shoot a video. I mean, I don't know if this lady even has any video chops or can shoot any videos, but her podcasts are very, very vivid. I mean, I loved her podcast. And that's the cool thing about it, man. You don't really have to get into something that you already know about. You can just put your headphones in and or turn it on while you're sitting there doing some work and get taken on the journey that you absolutely never had any idea that you would enjoy. So podcast is number one in the content consumption. I think it'll be a perfect time right now for everyone to start checking out podcasts if you don't already, which I'm suspecting you do because you listen to this podcast. But just take a chance. Just go to your podcast and just type in something weird. Like just type in the weirdest thing that you can possibly damn think of, hit enter, and just listen to a person. I mean, 15, 20, 30 minutes. That's like having a cup of coffee at work. So just do that. I think you guys enjoy it. That'll help you guys get through it. Like I said, I'm going to throw some links to some of my favorite podcasts down below. Make sure you guys go check those out. So now we got podcasts out the way. That is one thing. And I know you guys are kind of like, whatever, I listen to podcasts. What else can I do? So the next thing is kind of another obvious one. But just hear me out because I want you to do a little bit of a twist on this. So it's still in the content consumption, not creation. We're going to get to that. But content consumption of what you want to take a listen to or what you want to look at. And that's YouTube videos. And I know you're like, dude, really? YouTube videos? But if you're like me, how many people do you subscribe to on YouTube right now? Like, just think about it. How many people you subscribe to? I think I subscribe to maybe like 100 people. And at one point in time, people were dropping content so fast, I don't have time to look at all the content. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I have work, I have kids, I have other things I have to do that I really can't sit here and watch everybody's new video. And then if you like me, if you watch one new video from your favorite YouTube person, you kind of skimp on the others. But take this time to look at those YouTube videos that you normally skip in your sub box. And if you on YouTube, make sure, and this is just helping out everybody, this is a fellow YouTuber, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's simple. Just click the button. And then when you click the subscribe button, make sure you hit the bell button so you'll get your notifications. Like a lot of I upload YouTube videos, people like, I didn't even know you uploaded a video. I'm like, did you hit the bell button? Nah, what's that? Dude, hit the bell button. Ladies, hit the bell button. Kids, hit the bell button so you get your notification. But take this time to look at those YouTubers that you normally don't watch. I mean, there is a lot of great content out there that's from these YouTubers that's not such well known, and they do it simply for the fact of just love making videos and want to get information out there. So take this time, scrub through your sub box, and be like, you know what? I haven't watched this person in a while. Or find a new YouTuber or a group of YouTubers, because I'm telling you, there's a lot that you can do out there. Like this is just one idea, and this is one thing that I'm gonna do. We stuck in the house, right? We can't go anywhere. We can't do anything. Like literally, your life is probably dropped down to going to the grocery store, trying to find toilet paper, something to eat, and if it's like here, you only can buy one thing per household, which is stupid. I don't get that. And people stop running out buying up everything. Like it's really not that bad. I promise you that. Just calm down and say it with me. Wash your damn hands. That's all you gotta do. But back onto the subject, I'm gonna start watching cooking YouTube because I'm stuck in the house already. There's nothing I really can do. And it gives me a chance to marry a couple of things that I actually like doing. I like eating. I love food. I don't know a person out there that doesn't love food. Well, maybe some people, but I'm not one of those people. I'm from the South. But I can sit there and have my iPad. So I have my technology and I can cook something. I can learn how to cook something new or find my favorite thing, which I'm guessing is like for me is chicken. Probably that's one of my favorite foods. But find a different way to cook that food, and that is something that you can do very very easily. Just sitting back watching YouTube, and who knows, you may find a new person that cooks that's pretty damn entertaining, and you be like, you know what? I'm gonna subscribe to this person because I just enjoy his videos. So now you have taken your quarantine time and turned it into something productive, and you found a new creator that you really like watching. And of course, that's going to give them more confidence to make more content, which you're going to enjoy. So, after all this quarantine shit is over with, you found a new YouTuber and you got outside that comfort zone and found something new that you definitely might like. And on top of that, you wasted some time that you normally would have just been sitting there scrolling Instagram anyway. So be productive with your time is basically what I'm saying when it comes down to YouTube. Yeah, you got your same people that you're gonna watch all the time. And of course, those people are just gonna always be those people. I mean, they just have so much content and their content is so great, or you like their personality. But give somebody else a chance. Give a new YouTuber a chance and give them that confidence to say, hey, someone is out there watching my video, so I'm gonna have the confidence to make another one. And then also on YouTube, take time to find projects for your kids. This is the perfect time to get your kids off of these devices. Like I can't talk. Mine love the devices. They stay on them all day, 24/7. They don't care about no screen time. They don't care about any of that. Literally, if they break it, they want you to buy another one, have it at the door with Amazon in 2 days, so they can get right back to it. Take this time to find something on YouTube that you can help your kids out. If your kids like playing video games, encourage them to create a YouTube account. Encourage them to do something creative. Like I have some of the most creative kids, and literally one of them was on punishment for about a month, and she started drawing comic strips, and they were really good actually. So her next thing is now she's going to do them and record them and put them on YouTube. So it hasn't been a waste, and you can find different things for your kids to do. So YouTube can be a good thing, can be a bad thing as well. But if you use it wisely and you use this time to be productive on your YouTube endeavor, I promise you it'll help us get through some of this quarantine stuff, man. So second thing is content consumption. Get on YouTube, find somebody, find a topic or something that you don't know a lot about or that you kind of outside your comfort zone on, and just watch it. I mean, what you gonna do anyway? You're already on your screen anyway. Just pull it up in a little box on the side while you still doing your work. Yeah, I said it. Don't act like that. I'm not the only one that does that. So, and I know you guys at home, so I know you're not just sitting up there working 8 hours a day. I know that. But find your new YouTube channel, man. Check it out. And I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised about all the content that's out there. I'm gonna put some show notes down in the links. I mean, excuse me. Let me start that over. I'm gonna put some links down in the show notes below, and then that way you guys will know who I'm looking at on YouTube. And as far as, of course, I'm gonna put mine out there. Shameless plug, of course. But that way you guys can find something and find more content to enjoy on YouTube. So that's number two. Just check out YouTube more, man, and find something that you really like or that you didn't think you would like. Now, this is not my idea. I must say, somebody else gave me this idea for this one. But create or update a playlist for your quarantine. Like, call it quarantine tunes, call it something clever, call it whatever you want, but make a playlist. Now, I must admit, I'm not a playlist person. I know. I like music, don't get me wrong. I love music, but I'm just not a playlist person. Like, I never was that person that created playlists. And as of lately, I find myself like really going out creating playlists and trying to, get into this whole playlist deal because, like I said, I never was a playlist person. I know a bunch of people that are, but the great thing about this is because you're stuck in the house, and studies have shown music has some definite positive and could have some negative effects on your psyche. So to get your mind off of actually doing absolutely nothing or just chilling in the house is create you a playlist on whatever media that you want to be on. So the one that I chose, and actually is because I found a link that gets you $4 for 4 months, which is outrageous. Like, that's a great deal. It's Title. Now, I have started making me a playlist on Title. I'm gonna share it with you guys down in the show notes. And I mean, I was just listening to it, and it kind of got me, in my vibe, in my groove. I really like being able to just like zone out and listen to music, which I haven't had to do in a long time, or haven't had the pleasure to doing in a long time. So that is definitely one thing. Please make sure you make your playlist, update your playlist. I'm gonna drop my link down below. Another thing that you can do also is audiobooks. Audiobooks, audiobooks. This is the perfect time to start listening to audiobooks. Now, it now have to be the traditional audiobooks like from Audible or Google Audiobooks. The one thing that I use, because like I said, I'm a tech guy and I'm always just on the internet playing around, looking at articles and things like that. But it's this app that I use called Pocket. And I know a lot of people have heard of Pocket, and then some people may have not. I remember I said Pocket to someone the other day and they looked at me like I was crazy. But after I explained to them what it was, they were like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna use that. But the one cool thing that Pocket has going for it is it has an option to be able to read the articles to you. So if you have an article that you've been looking at work, or you've been looking at when you didn't really have time, or you may have been, at the grocery store, wherever you were, and you just like, man, I want to be able to check that out later on and I want to be able to read it. You can actually save that article, and then later on you can have the app read the article back to you. And when I found this out, this was like dope. I even use this for this show, like for this podcast. This is how I get some of the content on it. And while I'm just sitting there doing something, washing dishes, normal family, or excuse me, not family, but around the house type things, I put my earbuds in and I listen to the articles, and it gives me some ideas. It keeps me up to date. I get a chance to actually be able to read the article, without actually holding my phone. And to me, that's just a time saver. It's so much easier. This is something that I think a lot of people will take advantage of if they actually knew about it. So I'm going to put the link down below for Pocket. But like I said, take this time to be able to expand your mind and read something. It doesn't have to always be the traditional style, but find a way to make the technology work for you. And I think Pocket is one of those things, so, and it's free. Like, so you can't argue with free. And even if you do like regular books, My oldest daughter, is a book lover. If you like regular books, look, use one of those email addresses that you have and sign up for a free trial. Nah, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about, because some of y'all on y'all third or fourth Netflix trial now, or Hulu or Showtime or whatever the other ones are. So use one of those email addresses and get you a free trial, or Audible, or whatever it is that you want to do. At least use this time and use that email address along with Netflix that you're getting for free for like 3 months now, to expand your mind, read a book, listen to a book, something, but use it to expand your mind. So, audiobooks, still in the part of content, consumption, and create your playlist. So that way, after you finish grooving, jamming out to your playlist, and you done sold drugs in your head for the 20th time this week, or whatever it is that's on your playlist, then you can fill your mind with something useful, man, and use it, to better yourself and make something click. You never know. You may start a podcast, or you may start, a YouTube channel because of some information that you learn from the articles or a book or however. So that is number three. Part of number three, rather, is still more content creation. Create your playlist, listen to an audiobook, music, and reading expands your mind. So, number four, this is my favorite one right now. And with everyone work from home, unless you've just been living under a rock, you know video conferencing, video calls have become all the thing now. Everyone having to do conference calls over the phone or over video for work, but you don't just have to use these for work. Like, there are several out there. I'm not gonna say any names because they're not a sponsor. But if you do want to be a sponsor, just hit your boy up. But nah, I mean, there's so many out there. The one that I use all the time, because right now I'm an Android person, is Duo, but you can use FaceTime or whatever. But you can use this to actually communicate with the people that you're not able to see. Like, me and some of my friends, like high school friends, some of my best friends in the world, grew up with them. We had a phone call literally this weekend. Matter of fact, it was Friday, and it lasted over 2 hours because we were just crying, laughing, just getting a chance to catch up with each other. And we don't really get a chance to see each other that much because each one of us live in different parts of the world, different parts of the country. Some of us still live back home, or when we are at home, everyone's schedules doesn't link up. But we scheduled this call that we said, hey, everyone, let's take an hour and sit down and talk. And literally 2 hours went by, and everyone was still on the phone laughing. We were able to see each other. Everyone was happy. We got a chance to catch up. So these are some of the things that we have that we can use every day that people really forget about. Because you think of FaceTime or you think of Google Duo, that's just a one-on-one chat. But each one of these have features that you can talk to multiple people at once. And here's a cool idea. Like, have family members and you guys just schedule a time and sit down and talk to each other for like 20 or 30 minutes. You can play board games or have game night over the phone. Like, we have to get creative during this time that we're going to be stuck in the house. So, I mean, you can do a lot. I mean, this is the time for grandparents to be able to see grandkids. This is time for you to link up with your favorite cousins, man. Y'all sit down, trip out, just laugh and talk about how cool it used to be when you could go outside and go get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, just have a good time with the video calls, and that, help especially with the older generation. Like, everyone has a smartphone. Just call your grandmother, man. You and some of your cousins get together and call your grandparents and just say, hello. Let them get a chance to see you, even though you can't go around them and you can't be around them right now. That still doesn't mean that they don't want to see you. That still doesn't mean that wouldn't mean the world to them as far as a 5 or 10 minute conversation over a video line. Like, we bought my grandmother a smartphone strictly for this reason. She wanted to do two things. Well, really three. She wanted to play games on her phone when she went to the doctor's office, which is kind of weird, but okay. She wanted to be able to get pictures of her grandkids and the great grandkids that she can actually see without having to squint or anything like that. And then the third thing was she wanted to be able to do video calls. She saw everyone else doing it and she thought it was cool. And of course, me being a tech guy, my father, and the whole family, like, we made sure we made that happen for them, man. And she loves it. Like that is one of the best things for her because she gets a chance to see everyone in that split second. And like I said, no matter if it's only 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes or so, like that means the world to her. So use your phones that you have, these supercomputers that we have in our pockets, and just pick up the phone and make a phone call. And if you don't just make a phone call, even more, just do a video call. I mean, it's simple, it's easy. Most of the time, you don't have to download anything extra. And people enjoy that. They will really, really like that, especially during these times now where you can't get out and see each other. So, number 4, man, make a video call, see your family, talk to your family. So we got down to the final one, man. I mean, and I know, like I said, we're gonna be short, we're gonna be quick on this one. And the 5th one is simple: get out the house. Now, I'm not telling anybody to go out there and be around a bunch of people or anything like that. But when I say get out the house, just get outside and take a walk. Like I got out today and I just took a walk. I didn't really go around a lot of people. I didn't leave my block, but I walked around, got some fresh air, and I noticed one thing: people were outside. Like they were outside doing things that we normally don't see people outside doing. I saw a family riding bikes, excuse me. I saw, kids outside playing. I saw people tossing the football around, tossing the ball around. Like those are the things that you can get out and do with your kids, man, and keep you from killing them, keep them from trying to kill you in the house. Is just get out. Even something as simple as I saw a couple today flying a kite. Yeah. A kite. Like that I haven't flown a kite. I don't know, maybe since I was like 10, 12. But you can do those simple things. Like if you don't have a kite, you can do everything in this list I just told you to do. You can get on, you can check the article, you can get the article read to you. Then you can go ahead and you can find your YouTube channel, teach you how to build a kite with some stuff that you already have in the house. And then once you do that, you can get in the audio book and listen to the audio book and say, okay, how do I fly a kite since I haven't flown one since I was 10? And then while you're sitting out there flying the kite, you can put your earbuds in and be jamming out to your playlist. You see how all that flow together? Nah, I'm joking. But seriously, like, just get out, spend time with your family, spend time with your kids, man. Play football with your son, your daughter. Even if you're high tech, and like I said, I haven't had a kite in God, I don't know when. But teach your kids how to fly your drone, if that's the case. That is the one thing. They love trying to fly my drone. So teach them how to do that. But just get out, spend some time with family and friends. Still be safe. Make sure when you come in, you disinfect and you do a whole thing. But we can't let this COVID-19, get the best of us. It is the best thing. And that was my whole point with this podcast and with this episode today is don't let what's going on in the world right now get the best of us. We're stronger than that. We have lived through craziness. I mean, I'm a praying person, so all you got to do is pray about it. Keep living your life. Be smart. Be safe. Wash your hands, and we'll be all right, man. Like, we gonna sit back and think about this. And be like, man, y'all remember COVID-19 back in 20? Yeah, I lived through that thing, boy. That wasn't nothing. So, you're gonna be telling your grandkids that type of story. So just be safe, be smart, don't do anything stupid. Like I said, do these 5 things and stay in the house. Only go out when you need to. If you're essential personnel, I want to say thank you to everybody out there that is essential personnel that's get out and they risk their lives every day to make sure the greater good is being taken care of, man. So again, salute to you guys. Till next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Make sure you stay teched up. Later.